Your unemployment wasn't a setback, it was your setup. Good evening, beautiful souls. I want to start tonight by introducing you to someone who is quietly rewriting the rules of wealth, agency, and freedom for Black women across this country. Her name is Angel Batts, and if you haven't heard of her yet, you're about to understand why her work matters so deeply right now. In this moment, when so many of us are standing at crossroads we never expected to face. Angel Batts is not just teaching women how to start businesses, she's teaching us how to reclaim our power, our agency, our right to build wealth on our own terms, especially when the systems we trusted have shown us once again that loyalty doesn't always get returned. Angel's impact is profound because she's helping Black women see that entrepreneurship isn't just a backup plan when corporate America fails us. It's a first choice, a reclamation, a way to turn survival into something sacred. And tonight, I want to share the insights she gave me. Because if you're a Black woman who's been grinding, overextending, carrying teams, raising families, holding down entire communities, and you're tired, sis, this message is for you. This is your permission slip to stop waiting for validation from places that were never built to celebrate you. Let me tell you what Angel Bats helped me see, and I need you to really hear this. Between August and September of 2025, unemployment rates for Black women jumped from 6.7% to 7.5%. That's not just a statistic, that's somebody's mama, that's somebody's sister, that's you maybe, or someone you love sitting at a kitchen table wondering what's next. And here's the thing, we've been conditioned to believe that when we lose a job, we've lost our value, that we need to hustle harder, apply faster, prove ourselves more. But Angel Batts is flipping that script entirely. She's saying, what if this isn't a setback? What if this is your setup? What if unemployment isn't the end of your story, but the beginning of you finally writing it yourself? Because here's the counterintuitive truth that Angel Batts is living and teaching. Starting simple with one signature service, one clear offering, will get you to success faster than years of corporate loyalty ever could. We've been taught that we need to have it all figured out, that we need a business plan thicker than a Bible, that we need to be perfect before we can be profitable. But that's a lie designed to keep us stuck. Angel Bat says start with what you know, start with what you're already great at, start with one coaching session, one workshop, one service. Prove the concept to yourself first, then scale. And for Black women, who are the most educated demographic in this country, that means we already have the skills. We just need permission to use them for ourselves instead of for someone else's bottom line. Let me tell you about a woman named Kara Stevens. Kara is the founder of the Frugal Feminista, and her story is one that Angel Batts would tell you represents the power of starting simple. Kara was navigating debt, student loans, credit cards, all the financial traps that so many of us know too well. She was also carrying the weight of the strong Black woman myth, that expectation that we can do it all, hold it all, fix it all without ever asking for help. But Kara decided to step out of corporate frustration and into her own power. She didn't start with a massive infrastructure. She didn't wait until everything was perfect. She started with signature money healing programs, simple offerings, clear value. She bootstrapped with her own savings and sales. She soft launched to her warm network, the people who already knew her, trusted her, and were rooting for her. And she did something radical. She outsourced early to avoid burnout. She refused to martyr herself for her business. Today, Kara Stevens is a best selling author. She scaled her coaching to reach thousands of Black women nationally. She's teaching financial freedom, and she's proving that when you start simple, you can build abundance without corporate dependence. That's what Angel Batts is talking about. That's the reclamation. Now, Let's talk about your warm network because this is where Angel Batch drops another gem that challenges everything we've been taught. We think we need to go viral. We think we need a huge email list, a massive social media following, a marketing budget that rivals a Fortune 500 company. But Angel Bass says your first clients are already in your phone. They're in your group chat. They're your sorors, your church members, your cousins, your friends who've been watching you excel for years and wondering when you were finally going to do something for yourself. These are the people who will pay you what you're worth, not because they pity you, but because they believe in you. And this is critical for Black women because we've been conditioned to undercharge. We've been told our work isn't worth as much. We've been systemically underpaid for so long that we've internalized it. But your warm network, they're not trying to lowball you, they're trying to support you. So when Angel Bats says tap your warm network first, she's saying start where love already lives. Start where trust is already built. Start where you don't have to prove yourself. You just have to show up. Let me introduce you to another woman who embodies this truth. Her name is Kelly Todd Griffin. Kelly is the founder of the Black Women's Think Tank, and her work is a masterclass in what Angel Bats teaches about preparing for the entrepreneurial journey, even when the job market looks grim. In 2025, as Black women faced the highest unemployment rates, as we watched administration shifts push us further to the margins, as we saw that for every 100 men promoted, only 82 Black women got the same opportunity compared to 87 white women, Kelly didn't sit still. She launched cohorts. She trained 34 women leaders in 2 years. She trained over 500 girls. She focused on readiness, on making sure that when the baton was passed, we were ready to run with it. And now she's starting a new cohort of 30 women, resetting strategies for the new economic realities we're facing. Kelly's work proves what Angel Bats believes, that movement beats stagnation every single time. That even when the world is telling you to wait, to be patient, to stay in your lane, you can create your own lane. You can train yourself and others to step into roles that didn't exist before you decided they should. And then there's the collective story, the one that Angel Bats wants every Black woman to know. By 2019, Black women had launched over 12 million small businesses. 12 million. We employed 10.8 million people. We generated $2.1 trillion in sales. 2.1 trillion. Let that sit with you for a second. We did that while facing elevated unemployment. We did that while getting promoted less. We did that while receiving a fraction of venture capital funding. We did that while the world told us we weren't enough. We bootstrapped our simplest ideas. We soft launched to our networks. We diversified our funding through savings, loans, family, angel investors. We outsourced so we wouldn't burn out. And we turned statistics that were meant to bury us into wealth that will outlive us. That's what Angel Bats is helping us see. That resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about taking what was meant to break us and building something so strong, so beautiful, so ours that it changes the entire game. Now, let's talk about funding because this is where Angel Bats gets real practical, and I love her for it. She says diversify your funding beyond sales. Don't wait until you're drowning in debt to ask for help. Bootstrap with your savings if you can. Seek yes loans and ask friends and family. Look for investors early. Build without falling into the debt traps that have historically kept us stuck. Because here's the truth, unemployment can either be a trap or a trampoline. It can either keep you down or it can launch you into wealth building on your terms. And Angel Bats is giving us the blueprint to choose the trampoline. I want to bring this home by talking about what this means for your soft girl era, because that's what we're really talking about here. Your soft girl era isn't about being weak, it's about being wise. It's about refusing to overextend yourself for systems that don't value you. It's about starting simple so you can scale sustainably. It's about tapping your warm network so you can build from love, not desperation. It's about diversifying your funding so you can create without compromise. It's about reclaiming your agency, your time, your energy, your joy. It's about saying, I'm not going to wait for permission anymore. I'm not going to wait for the perfect moment. I'm not going to wait for someone else to validate my worth. I'm going to start now with what I have, where I am. And I'm going to build something that honors me. Angel Bats is teaching us that entrepreneurship for Black women isn't just about making money, it's about making meaning. It's about turning the pain of exclusion into the power of ownership. It's about taking the skills we've been using to build everyone else's dreams and finally using them to build our own. It's about healing from the trauma of being overlooked, underpaid, and overworked by creating spaces where we set the terms. It's about dropping the superwoman cape and picking up the CEO crown. It's about learning to say no without guilt, to set boundaries without apology, to rest without explanation. It's about embracing softness as strategy, not weakness. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to stop right now and ask yourself this question. What's your real why for building on your terms beyond survival? What's the thing that makes your heart beat faster when you think about owning your own time, your own income, your own future? And then I need you to answer this. Who in your warm circle right now, this week, are you going to share your simplest offering with to launch your proof of concept? Because that's all it takes. One conversation, one service, one yes. That's how Kara Stevens started. That's how Kelly Todd Griffin started. That's how 12 million Black women started. And that's how you can start too. Angel Bats is showing us that the shift from grinding to grounding doesn't mean we stop working. It means we start working for ourselves. It means we stop pouring into systems that leak and start building wells that overflow. It means we stop waiting for the world to catch up and start creating worlds where we're already ahead. This is not a moment to shrink. This is not a moment to second guess yourself. This is not a moment to wait for permission from people who have never had your best interests at heart. This is your moment to rise. This is your moment to reclaim. This is your moment to build, because the truth is, they didn't lay you off because you weren't good enough. They laid you off because the system was never designed to sustain you. But you were designed to sustain yourself. You were designed to build empires. You were designed to create generational wealth. You were designed to rewrite the rules. So stop playing small in spaces that were always too small for you. Stop waiting for validation from systems that were built to exclude you. Stop believing that your worth is tied to a job title, a salary, a performance review. Your worth is inherent. Your power is undeniable. Your time is now. Angel Bats has given us the blueprint. Kara Stevens has shown us it's possible. Kelly Todd Griffin has proven that movement beats stagnation. And 12 million Black women before you have already paved the way. Now it's your turn. Start simple. Start now. Start with your warm network. Start with one offering. Start with your why. And watch what happens when you finally stop building everyone else's dreams and start building your own. This is your soft girl era of entrepreneurship, where you build from rest, start from simplicity, and scale from strength. The world is waiting for what only you can create. So go create it.